This time, on a special episode of Highway Thru Hell,
It's take 5.
Jamie
Love that.
and a team of heavy rescue legends take a look back
Each job is unique.
It's been so long since he's used it, eh?
He's always wrong. I'm always right.
at their biggest, baddest,
I'm getting goosebumps talking about it.
most extreme wrecks from the past.
That's real pressure now.
Failure is likely.
Need my big old Vulcan wrecker, my snap-on tool. What else can a guy want?
Al and I go way back. We've been competing for as long as I can remember. And Al's head down, ass up, let's get her done.
They're all chrome and gleam. I'm a work truck. What would you rather pay for, 10 men or one guy that works like 10 men? How about that? Take that, James.
You know what, Al? We haven't had a lot of time to sit this year. You know, it's been a busy year for you.
We've seen each other like this pretty
Yeah.
much. We don't come down from the mountains too often, but when we do, we like to talk tow trucks. You did a job there a couple years back up on that Pleasant Bridge. That bridge is a spot to be reckoned.
And the force, it was going not fast enough for it to go over. It just popped it back in. Saved his life.
That aggregate they use on there is like polished glass almost, you know, and then you add a little bit of that slush and the diesel de-icer. It's very slippery there.
Now, the road's closed if you're at Swenom Creek. Trucks jackknifed on the bridge.
It's not my favorite place to go do a wreck at, I'll tell you that.
Any bridge is,
I'm not a bridge guy.
no, I'd agree with that too.
I hate this bridge, it's spooky. You look right down there. Don't.
The cab is knocked off. It's hard to bust that free.
This is gonna be a really tough job.
And then you've got the access problem where you can only get a wrecker on one side.
Okay, let's get the deck truck done. We just didn't have any big wreckers around. We scrambled everything we had that was available for the moment and made it work.
Made manpower work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's all coiled up, so we're gonna bring it out like this. Okay, pulling.
All right, front end's up in the air. And then to get it spun around again, that took a little bit of work. I could see that.
Here we got spark, Trent Sparks. Sparking again like crazy.
Watch out, get out of there.
That's on fire now. Uh-oh.
The fire actually gets the adrenaline going a little bit, eh? It gets your heart
Makes
beating.
it work a little bit faster.
Hey, it's going in the cab, man.
Is it out?
We're good.
Yeah, I think we're good. Boogie, stand back.
All in it.
That was a tough job for us.
Hats off to you, man. You pulled it off
With old junk.
with old junk.
I don't waste money on chrome. All that money in chrome, who pays for that? Cable's all rusty. The chrome.
What a lot of people don't know is
Big Green always wins.
as much as we're competitors, we're also very, very good friends. My dad and his dad were kind of rotation partners, so it wouldn't be unusual for his dad's truck to show up and my dad's truck to show up at the same crash. We've been competitors for life.
I've been scooped once by Al, I've been scooped by Al 100 times, so you know what? Losing is a part of winning. If I won all the time, it would be no fun.
I had hair when I first met you.
I did too, actually, and it wasn't white. I've still got a lot of hair. It's just mostly on my back. sounds like. We got a semi flipped over in the wind. We haven't had one of those out on the highway here for quite a number of years.
I was about 8 feet in the air. I just hung on for dear life.
Unbelievable.
You know, in those conditions, the news girl, the weather girl, oh, they head for cover. We're heading into the worst part of the place to be.
Where's that kite?
You had that Fraser Valley cold whipping wind, that, you know, gale force winds. It hurts when it's hitting your face and stuff.
Ordered the hurricane!
Now, I know what it's like right there. Chills you right through your bones.
I would have been less wet probably standing in front of a fire hose for like 4 hours. That was just drenched.
Crazy!
Okay, be careful. Just pick it up and then rotate it right in there.
Doing the inversion or the rollover is kind of the glory moment of recovery. My first exposure to that is actually in a kind of a manual about rolling over, and it actually says in the manual the California end roll.
We're gonna do an Alder Grove jelly roll.
And then you guys rebranded it.
The Alder Grove jelly roll. Just in case it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Very high risk here, very high risk. I can put my side out rigger down, but
We're fighting that wind big time. You know, if a good gust comes in, our sticks are right up.
okay, snatch block it up. That's good, that's good.
We got Kenny's truck tied down, and I'm watching, and we're picking this thing up, and the whole trailer starts to move.
Ah!
And then I thought, my God, the whole side of this trailer's blowing out. But then I realized that it was a chicken barn right beside us.
Barn just lost the roof over there.
You hear that sound, you ever rip a
Goosebumps
rip
in the
a
back
pop
of your
can in half? Man, it was just one of those times. That wasn't me this time, thank goodness.
Keep that tire on the ground.
It doesn't take much to flip a wreck over when you move the center of gravity over. Outside those outrigger legs, they'll flip over very easily.
There's a chance it might go over one more time yet today.
The next gust is the one that could take you over.
Oh, yeah.
But as we're doing it, you know, trying to keep contact with one part of that trailer on the ground just stops that swinging so much. So it's kind of a bit of a puppet dance.
An adrenaline rush in the wind like that, very high risk here, very high risk. We pulled it off though.
Yeah, we're moving now.
I think I was coming to look at a bus that was stuck, and I look on the other side of the road and I see the single axle there. And I'm like, wow, okay, so there was Kerry there all alone by himself. That might be Kerry. Oh, he'll get it done.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I got it aired up and hooked on. I'll let you know. Okay.
So I thought to myself, that's really cool that, you know, your son's there doing it.
Give her, Kerry. Get her going.
I had a kind of little tear in my eye when I seen him there all by himself, single axle. Big job.
Yeah, for the little young guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny
He's
because
not little either.
he's big. He's bigger than me, but you know, to me, he's always that little
baby. Yeah.
Won't be long, those kids, they'll be taken off in the tow truck and we'll be on the phone. Where are you going with that truck? I got girlfriend money, yeah, girlfriend money.
He's my guy. Prince of the Coquihalla right here. Right there. He's the king.
We're headed up to the east side of Manning Park on Highway 3.
Kenny Dupron is the operations manager and Mission Towing, one of the top-end recovery guys around for heavy duty. Ken, tell me about this logging truck on the Forest Service Road that you guys recovered this past season.
It was 22 below zero. The ice on the road was very thick. We have a logging truck rolled over. Here we are.
You got to be in the right mind frame Have all your ducks in a row, pack a lunch.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Have everything you need because you're a long ways out in the middle of nowhere.
That's really in there. Look at where it is.
If something happens or anything goes on, that's a dangerous location to be in. Probably 2 hours to the nearest hospital.
That's right. Boy, that's a big job.
And I look at that and I go, that's gonna be a long night's work, that.
Well, what's it look like, Dylan?
A rolled over logging truck.
Dylan's kind of a familiar face, been around a while now. He's married to your daughter.
Yes.
It's all in the family.
That's right, that's right. So he better come and work for us.
He better do a good job.
Yeah, exactly. It's in a hole, isn't it?
A little bit.
One of the scariest things for me is when you have to unhook the hitch.
Yes. Okay, got it?
No, unhooking that pin, you never know what pressure is on that hitch.
Exactly. But what we did on that, we did pull it till we could see there was slack in there.
It's looking good.
There, perfect. Because you're exactly right. That's how tow truck drivers can get killed.
Yeah.
We're caught.
Okay, I'll bring her over. We separated the trailer. Took the trailer off and do one piece at a time. Too many turning axles on there. We're not gonna bring it out exactly the way it went in.
There it is.
Okay, take her away.
Okay.
Pretty dangerous, those
is
logs.
very dangerous.
You don't know where they're gonna go, or you're manipulating them around with your wrecker.
The trailer, that's the easy part. You get to the truck, now you're dealing with weight. That bad boy in there.
Let's hook her now. There we go. It's ready. Attention.
Okay, take her away. We have one line on that.
Just
Did you
restraining
know?
it.
Just restraining it. But when we got that up, close to the edge of the bank, I asked Dylan to put another line on, because I want 2 lines. One breaks, we got a backup.
Yeah.
Always have a backup on it.
Especially, again, coming up over the edge of
Exactly,
the corner.
the toughest pull. We're kind of pulling it between us back and forth a bit. I'm taking a bit on the front, he takes a bit on the back to get it up. Getting tight, losing my footing here. We're clearing the logs and pull back. We didn't want it running up against the logs coming back. So we're pulling it over as we're bringing it back, as Dylan's bringing it back.
Yeah, good.
Oh!
Chain let go.
Bar came off.
We got logging trucks here now. We gotta get this out.
So the logging truck rolls up and the game changes for you guys. What happens there?
Oh, it's pressure. That's real pressure now.
Oh, brutal.
I was hoping we had another couple hours to go, you know.
Okay, take it away, Dylan.
When you plan these jobs, you want to make sure you leave enough room. Because if you didn't leave enough room to pull that truck up in between you, you've got a real problem.
Bring it right to you.
I'm pulling it, Dylan's pulling it, and we're kind of taking turns. Like I'd stop and let him pull it a little bit.
He's loading up a bit and you're
yes.
loading.
And when we're both working in unison, pulling at the same time, and that makes a difference too.
Sure.
Beautiful.
I think you and Dylan are you guys have worked enough
getting
jobs where you're together now.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was our biggest job we've actually done together.
There we go. Let's get this hooked up and get out of here. Good job, Dylan.
Easy, Howie.
Jason's my younger brother, and he runs aggressive towing.
Slowly, Brett. Slowly. Okay.
It's great to have a brother in the business that you can rely on and count on. We talk almost every day on the phone. We're like old women.
He's just too far away from the road.
You'd always phone the other guy and say, hey, I got this going on. What do you think of that? So you always have somebody to run things by.
If I pull, it's pulling right through the trailer wall. It's not that strong.
Blame each other for everything. It's always that guy's fault.
He's always wrong. I'm always right.
I'm always wrong and you're always right.
Yeah, something like that.
We worked on this job together a few seasons ago, and it was brutal.
Kilometer west of Hunter Creek, there's beach right in the ditch.
Well, this is a deep, muddy ditch. Wow. You got a fully loaded trailer. The trailers are brand new, and the customers, don't wreck these trailers. So getting that trailer back up and out of here without damaging it is going to be a huge deal. This was a big wreck. I hadn't been on any of the trucks for quite a long time. I'd been in the office.
Left my rain jacket at the shop because they rushed out.
So getting on the truck again and running the rotator, I was rusty.
Blue line, freewheel. Blue, blue,
been so long since he's used it, eh?
I'm reacquainting myself with the controls and what to do. And you sit at a desk all day and you're not running trucks. You're not one with the unit anymore.
Trailer's aluminum. We didn't want to damage the trailer, so we decided to wrap it with an endless loop strap.
I don't like this.
The strap was actually on the sharp part of the frame.
As soon as you put some pressure on him, cut into him, just cut him like a knife.
Blew apart.
Putting too much on her, bud.
Short, fat, bald buddy screwed up.
I'm probably a little rusty, pushing the envelope. I maybe should be a little more cautious about what I'm doing.
Not good.
I had an idea, he had an idea. My idea didn't work.
And I told him so.
And I heard you told me.
Good.
The rock and roll party's here now.
You know, Al's working with stuff that's above and beyond what we do on the highway every day. This is extreme recovery. I don't think there's anybody, you're pretty much untouchable in that world. Guys like me aren't going out and buying D9 cats to go do recovery. I mean,
You guys buy rotators and chrome.
I don't have one now, so. What do you figured your two big cats weigh?
Oh, they're 100, with the blades on there, they're 120,000 pounds each.
So you had 240,000 pounds of iron
Of mine, and then
to pull 100.
Exactly, and then I had my friend Len come out with his big D9.
They're stocked. We got a problem. Put the triple hook on her.
What was that big plate that you had specially built for that? What do you call that?
Old timer would call it a yoke, ox yoke or something, you know, drawbar, a spreader bar. Here's 3 inches of T1 steel.
3 inches? Wow.
I went for lunch with an engineer. I drew out on a napkin. I said, this is what we want to do. This is kind of the weight we want to pull.
What do you figure the maximum pull capacity of that is?
Times 5 to break that is what it's engineered to do. So it's a 125-ton safe load rating, and it's times 5 safety factor for that.
Wow.
My friend Len, we had him just kind of leaning into pulling like he was a big old elephant.
Okay, you guys ready?
Like 3 big fat elephants, we're gonna lean into it and rip that out of there.
Wind her up. Give her some throttle. Come on, pull on her.
Pulling on the cable, and then the winch cats just kept lifting and lifting and lifting.
Is pulling with your D9s, is it similar to an old Holmes wrecker where you want to get over top of the weight and lift?
Pretty much, yeah.
The cat's the same principle?
If you can get lifted up to the winch, you can put that thing in gear and it'll drag it.
There she comes.
I guess I'm bringing swim trunks tomorrow.
The second machine, from the top door to the bottom, is probably 15 feet at least, underwater. Feels like the same dragging on dream as yesterday. There was no getting hooked onto it. We pumped as much as we could.
Just keep bailing.
But we put 3 1.5-inch cables around that.
Come on, big boy, you can do it.
And, you know, it's scary because there's so much force. Those cables are so friggin' big, and you break something, it can be absolutely devastating as well, right? And it's
A lot of danger in that kind of regard.
A lot of danger.
We don't screw around with rigging. Go big or go home.
But there was no going underwater 15 feet down in this swamp.
I can't hold my breath that long. My dad probably wishes I could hold my breath that long, but...
My mom always said that to me, too.
Wind her up.
And those cables going over sharp edges, you got to allow for things stranding and strands getting broken.
You're all right. Come on, pull on her.
Even though you're using the heaviest duty stuff around, or really heavy duty stuff, you're also prepared for failure.
Failure is likely. Put all that power into an 1.5-inch cable. Boom! Ah, we busted the cable. Each job is unique. We're gonna have to pull the final drives out of here, undo the bolts, pop the gear out, and then it's free rolling. And as you go forward, you take that experience, learn from it, and it helps you develop a better technique for the next recovery.
Heavy, eh?
Expensive too. Just remember that part when you're thinking heavy. She'll free roll now.
Just let her go. Just roll up. You're all right. Come on.
And bragging rights at the coffee shop when you say I did something that that other guy couldn't do. Nobody could do this but me. Ken, you and I actually go back to the mid-'80s. We've known each other a long, long time.
Long time.
Yeah. But I can remember you guys getting called out to some of the most horrific wrecks that there was. Because you had the good gear, you had the knowledge, you did the job. You know, you were right up there, you know, and I know that. I mean, the top shelf. I can remember, I'm getting goosebumps talking about this, Ken. Like I am, I'm getting shivers. Back in that time frame, there wouldn't have been any other big records around.
No.
And then surely nothing of the caliber that you guys operated.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'd see you across the freeway watching.
Yeah, well, I'd be on everything. So one thing we really have in common, Ken, is the fact that we love our old Holmes wreckers. Brings me back in time to a simpler day.
Yes.
The 850, for example, I mean, I can remember Al's dad driving it through town, and it was the biggest, meanest machine in my area, you know.
Gee, this is in nice shape. Clean little truck, like it has 66,000 original miles.
They were the machine of the day.
Its capacity is 22 ton.
And we grew up around them, and that's what makes them special, I think.
I think it's a bit nostalgic. It's like a guy having an old hot rod car, and he looks after it. So for me, Mighty Mo, for example, driving down the road with that on the freeway, people are looking
Everybody's
at it.
looking
Wow,
at
look at
you.
that
Yeah,
truck, you know?
look at that. Yeah, it's in nice shape. Nice shape.
This year, my strategy is we're doing things old school. It's a bit of a gamble, and I hope it pays off. The idea was really to get into the Python and work it and use it hard, you know.
That's right.
Almost overdo it.
Overkill.
I wanted to see what it would do.
This is its first time on the Coquihalla. Gonna be its first wreck, so it'll be interesting how it pulls.
Yeah, must have been a fun ride.
Well, it flipped over, and it's down the bank. It's got the tree in the side of it.
We're gonna bring the little truck in here and try to tag onto the rear ends, just see if it'll come up.
Is it going to do what you want, live up to expectations?
You know how you can kind of fish pull something up with a
Yes.
hydraulic boom? Well, we put the boom down, we sucked up the winch lines, and then did it again.
That's your PowerPoint for sure.
Right.
It's good. Okay, going ahead.
There's no real other way of doing that job when you did it. From what I watched, it has to come over.
Little on the bottom.
That's the only way you're going to get it, especially with the tree.
Yeah.
Unless you took a chainsaw and cut the tree off.
It was a pretty good pull for those three trucks.
It was.
30-ton hydraulic. You know, a Python is 22
yeah.
ton, believe it or not. And then the Holmes 500 was a 10-ton record.
Yeah.
Keep that trailer on the same angle. And now suck this winch line in. Whoa, careful, careful. Hate the way it's coming out on such an angle.
Your first pull usually is the easiest, but when it gets to the top, that's where you've got everything working against you. If anything's going to happen, that's where it's going to happen. You'll break a line there. Am I right?
Yeah, 10-4.
We got it. It's all out.
There it is. Beautiful recovery job.
Well, they're hooked onto it, moving.
It looks like there's something over the bank on the edge of the river.
Holy crap.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Might salvage some onions here. Not much left here, but a bunch of hard work. To hand bomb those onions on a trailer that's on an angle and it's going downhill.
Icy and greasy.
Trying to climb up that slippery wall of the trailer. It was a really difficult job. Be lucky to bring the trailer up in one piece empty, never mind loaded. Well, remember we hand bombed a whole tractor trailer load of apples one day?
That was our first wreck.
There was 3 of us. We hand bombed the whole load of trailer of apples because we were too cheap to hire anybody.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the location here, too. I mean, they're coming around a sharp corner and heading into an uphill part of the coke called the rock cut.
Slow down.
So what they're doing is they're trying to get up speed to get up the hill. So they're going by us and pouring the coals to her and getting up that hill.
Use the left lane.
The most difficult part of this whole job is that we really don't have anywhere to work with on the highway. We've got booms that are out the back. We don't have a rotator here. We can't block the highway. We're working in one lane.
We'll start to go nice and slow.
Colin's trying to pull back and pull sideways at the same time. So you're trying to move back and you're trying to pull it into yourself too to keep it upright.
Oh, what happened there?
Now this is when things got extremely intense.
And I think he ran out of real estate. And then he put tremendous tension on that one line and he just ran out of room. Very good intentions, but I think professional-wise, he should have waited a little bit longer and waited for that second truck.
That sucked. Boo-boo!
We got Brandon working there that day, too.
Good to see you, bud.
Now, boom your boom down or winch your line out. Line's out. Both of them fast. We're good. It's a new Brandon for me. Really amazing. Maybe Colin could just suck it up and then go low ahead a bit. Are you okay? Brandon? Well, what happened was the suspension was up. And then all of a sudden the suspension decided to come back on itself.
I was coming underneath here just at that time. As I heard it, I slipped and went down. I slid underneath.
What was really lucky for Brandon was the fact that the underreach was down and the trailer went into the underreach and left a gap for him. So there'd be no way he'd get hurt in that situation, but it looked really ugly.
You got to be prepared for what's going to happen. Anything could happen at any time. Something could break, straps could break.
Yeah.
One big lesson in this whole thing is stay out of the bite. He had a little bit of an adrenaline rush there. Stay out of the bite, no matter what. We're heading up the canyon today for a tractor trailer that's gone over a really wild wreck where this thing rolled on its roof. Well, I'm bringing James out to get him used to being on recovery scenes and being around things. Pretty down, eh, James?
I can go down there and winch it.
Yeah, I know. I want him to actually try the remote out and try to do some winching and watch and learn. So we're planning this all in our minds before we even do anything, right? You know, I can remember being 10 years old and being at a crash scene where a feed truck had rolled over onto a car on a snowy night. It's deep here. Be careful. It's part of what we do and how you do it and how you learn. So now you got to think about where do I hook up to, James?
If we do from here, I got some.
Man, you're smart. Very smart. Okay, stop. Other one. Watch what it's doing. The other one a bit. It's coming. I'm seeing him interested in the business. He seems to understand things, you know. And at the same time, you're watching your truck, too, to make sure you don't drag it over the bank, right? It was not an easy recovery, that's for sure. There's lots of big rocks down there that you can't see under the snow. You know, the truck was actually, as we're pulling on it, it's actually breaking apart on us. It's a bigger pull than we thought it would be. It's dug in, is what the problem is. The trailer's very flimsy. The rocks underneath are ripping that thing apart and holding it back while we're trying to pull it. So it's a bit of a tug of war.
Decent, Jimmy, decent.
I think what the future holds for us is that our kids show enough instinct in it that I think they'll do fine.
We're going from somewhere around these bogies.
Okay.
Mattia's my daughter.
Okay, make your way.
She really loves the business.
Good job, Pete.
I do see the survival skills in our kids and my kids, the girls and James and Brandon.
Pretty proud of you, you know. It's the first time that you've actually run a big record. Yeah, that's
First
true.
time
you've ever touched the controls.
Right? That's true, yeah.
Jamie Davis, Hope 10.
I like being involved. And you put me on one of the sketchiest ones.
We all had fun together.
Someone said a cup went off the mountain.
So whereabouts is this logging truck recovery at?
North of Hope, Boston Bar, up on the Anderson Creek Forest Service Road. We were right at the tree line at the bottom of the rock chute. There was tons of stuff down there, James. If you ever need like an old 1970 Ford station wagon with Ford 429 in it.
There's one there?
There's one down there, yeah.
Really?
Long ways down. Every time I've gone by there towing a logging truck, you're kind of looking down thinking, man, I don't want to pull something out of there. And lo and behold, the phone rings and guess what? We got a log truck down in that spot where you don't want to go.
Yeah.
And this was so intertwined, the cartwheeled, balled up with logs jammed through frame rails. Some of the biggest dangers, obviously, is the falling debris, which could include falling wreckers. Nobody below anything when we're pulling. Okay? Sounds good. Let the games begin.
We know Gord can be pretty grumpy, so why didn't you send him downhill? That's what I would have done.
I like to be the guy on the ground. I don't necessarily like to be the guy in the hot seat running the controls. So that's okay, too. I don't mind that.
It's coming down.
Watch yourself. But when our trucks, our equipment is pulling on that, I like to be the guy that hooks on.
Al is a special kind of crazy.
Because if something happens halfway up that hill and it comes unlodged, disconnected or something, and somebody gets hurt, I'd have a hard time living with it.
Look out below!
When I saw you down there looking, going down there and moving around, first thing I'm thinking is that these logs could kill you in a second.
Log! Log!
You gotta have your escape routes and be prepared to jump behind a tree and think skinny.
Spades down, boom up.
Gordy's operating blind up there, and he can only tell how his truck is reacting, and it's either going to be too much for one truck or not.
Talk to me. I'll be down there.
We're just starting to break it apart here now.
It could mean life or death to you down at the bottom or him up top.
You heard it in the safety meeting, beware of falling debris and falling wreckers, right?
Yeah, keep going. You're good. Okay, keep going.
Good.
Back off on it a little bit.
I am standing by.
I thought it was just ingenious when I saw you put that log in there.
It looked like that trailer was going to fall upside down, wheels up.
And then bring her around over here.
And then I remembered something I had seen actually in reading an Army engineer's recovery manual on how to ford a river with a Sherman tank and 2 big gin poles. And I adapted with that.
Okay, Gord, tickle it up.
Pole vault the trailer over.
That's nice. That is nice.
It worked like a hot damn.
And then we're gonna rig for the truck, which is gonna be a little bit more extravagant. I'll make this go in there a little bit further. Okay, we're ready.
Okay, start the bolt.
Woo, doggy!
Keep pulling.
I think we're going to need help on this one.
You're fighting a time element now, and you're at a real critical part of the recovery where it's just about at the top. and you bring in the side puller.
Where we were working, it worked out perfect because it was right on a 90-degree corner. Gordy had a straight line pull out the back, and I was pulling right off the side, so.
Give her both there, Gord. Easy, easy.
It's a different tool in the toolbox, and at the right time, it makes our job so much more time efficient.
There it is. Nice. Come to Papa.
Whoa, Gord, whoa! That's good. Good, good.
We worked all day. Gordy and I didn't get home until 4 o'clock the next morning.
Mission accomplished.
What a ride that must have been.
The Manning Park job had to be the most intense recovery rescue I've ever been involved in.
Search and rescue crew was out looking for somebody and they couldn't find them.
I just heard from search and rescue that the vehicle has been located.
Oh my God.
We think it rolled over a couple days ago. He's talkative and alert, but he is pinned in the truck.
I don't think I've ever seen a rescue take place that was so intricate, with so many people involved, that was so difficult.
Aaron, are we ready to do this? Yeah. Okay, start getting down.
It was a massive undertaking by, you know, some very talented search and rescue volunteers.
Right here still. I haven't left you.
Visibility is reducing. You know, you're under pressure. You're working with multiple guys, multiple wreckers.
Yeah.
Well, I get the shivers even talking about it. I really do.
I've just never seen it. Never seen that. That is amazing.
And to see all those people come together, you know, and, you know, the whole town of Hope.
Everybody knew their job, and we're doing it.
You know, what was the real issue with this job was the fact that the cab was so far out and so far down.
Oh, okay.
And in the end of the day, you know, with the help of your truck and our trucks.
Driver's side, just pull it tight.
We were being utilized as, you know, stabilization.
Yeah, stabilized.
And the thought pattern was that, hey, we can get the Paystar there with the 50-ton boom.
Maybe upright it.
And get that cab over, that's right.
Yeah.
I think our next plan will be is to pull the tranny and go in through the floor.
I have never seen anybody pull a transmission. I mean, that's really thinking outside the box.
Hold it there, hold it there.
When you look at that, it's just
amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Transmission is out, we have access to the floor. What feels loose, you guys? There it is. Okay, got it.
Thanks. Oh my God.
Pull up, please.
I think the whole scene with everybody there that worked so hard, wow, 10 hours.
And they got him.
We got him out. Imagine all the people they've helped and saved all over the years. It's actually a bit emotional to think about, you know, search and rescue and the people that have devoted their time to do this job. I think people went home that day, whether you're search and rescue, police, fire, ambulance. Good job. Or us guys. And everybody went home with a sense of accomplishment.
That's right.
We did it for this guy. We made it.
Johnson to get it on now. Freezing levels are expected to drop with sea level. Highways wants us to make it happen.
The storm is coming.
Yes.
You want to get that up and out of the way, and I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to do what you do to get it off the road and get it to a pull-off.
Keep the closure to a minimum.
Yeah.
You know very well you could leave mission on a sunny day and get up into the mountains, and then you're in a whiteout condition snowstorm.
Oh man, it could come down a foot an hour up there.
What our mindset is to bring the whole unit up and use the cement barricades as kind of a pivot
point
to bring it over. The trailer is torn to bits.
Destroyed. Yeah.
It's shredded. So as we're pulling that thing out, it starts to break
twist
apart.
and break apart.
Yeah.
We only can do a 20-minute closure?
Yeah, we should have it.
So 20 minutes, so starting now. Let's not waste much time here. You can start doing a little bit of pulling on your bottom end.
But it was a tough...
It's a tough job.
That was a tough job.
It's scary. I hate that. Blue line, blue line. Hold it. Everybody hold.
Like a 2 or 3 day job. I've done those jobs. And
That was a 3-day job.
Yeah, and you are worn out. Totally worn out.
So everybody resets, stops. Traffic, traffic, traffic. Let's start winching this thing. Let's break it. 6 minutes into the 20. Is that a bad deal? It should be on the bottom end, right?
I wanted him to do a low line, you know, grab on the low ends and bring it up.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna flip this over on here. Reposition that. You need to be low.
They were trying to pull the trailers into the no post and up instead of pulling it up and over the no post.
Over, yes.
So that's where things were going sour there.
Oh, okay.
We want to get it up on its side, up to the guardrail, and then once it gets to the barriers, then go to the high line.
Him hooking up to the top end when he should have been hooked up to the bottom end, you know, I had to just say to him, look, just do this different and go in there and just bark a few orders.
Yes.
And everybody does what they're supposed to do, and then we carried it on.
Good? Okay, we're good. Let's not waste much time here. You can start doing a little bit of pulling on your bottom end.
Okay, let me in.
And you know what wasn't nice? It wasn't a finesse job.
That's
it was, you know, more rip and tear.
And we've all had those jobs.
It was a down and dirty, just get this thing off the road. Hook the trucks up to it, drag it off the road.
Anybody here if the guy survived in the end, or? He didn't make it.
When the news came that the driver had passed away, I think the whole town of Hope and
bad.
all the people were like, oh, we tried so hard. Everybody tried, you know.
It's a big letdown for everybody, and it's sad. It's very sad for his family.
You see so much of that over the years, but it never ever leaves you. It always stays with you.
Oh, the memory. And every mile of the highway is a memory.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
You remember,
I remember that bridge. I remember this one. I remember that corner.
Oh, I can remember his voice and remember he was just strong. He was a strong man.
Rest in peace, Trevor.
I think that in towing operators, you know, you think about other emergency services like, you know, fire, police, they're working shifts.
That's right.
And I think
we're working around the clock.
I think we actually are exposed to more things and more events. It takes something from you. It takes your soft side. You don't react like a normal person would.
Mm-hmm. You don't react at the time, I find, but afterwards you think about it.
The search and rescue people that are there, or the people that are working on these jobs, all the people that go there, they all leave with that memory and that.
Oh, they do, yes.
And they carry that with them.
With them, and it's with them the rest of their life. It really is.
It is a trying business, though. You know, it never stops. Your phone's ringing all the time, is up and down, so...
You don't own it, it owns you.
Yeah, it owns you.
It's a huge, huge responsibility that we undertake to be in this industry. I mean, you're sleep deprived, everything's working against you, you're fighting this battle all the time. I think only the toughest people can survive in this business.
You know, you've got to have a keen heart to have the willingness to help. You know, I grew up watching my dad pull over and help somebody on the side of the road.
Hey, buddy. This is the kind of call that makes a tow truck driver feel good.
Thank you.
At the family end of it, sure, there's a terrific cost because we're away from home. I take off in the tow truck, I come home, they're bigger. But at the same time, my wife knows, my family knows, we're there helping motorists.
Okay, so what's the problem? Got kids in the car, and I can't leave them.
We're gonna get you guys going.
It's about taking care of people and being there when people need you. It's a part of the service.
We're just guys doing our job. We're guys that enjoy our industry,
Thanks, nice working with you.
enjoy what we do. There's guys that run these wreckers in military conditions every day, and those are the guys that are the heroes in my books. At the end of it, we're looking after each other. I don't have any brothers, but Jamie, he can be my brother.
Oh. Thanks, Al. Been a lot of fun chatting.
Yeah, it's been enjoyable.
Talking about old times. We don't get to do that very much.
Old times, new times coming. Towing never stops.
Let's get back to the mountains.
Let's go tow.